I have a job for you. It's a security gig.
I will work and you will sleep, you understand?
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. They shut it down years ago. The owner's just not ready to let it go yet. All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
You must be a new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Security hires never last. In the 80s, kids went missing. That's why the place shut down. The police searched Freddys. They never found the kids. What is she doing here?
I couldn't find a sitter. What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
You didn't think you should maybe tell me about that?
Can we go home now?
What are you so afraid of?
He's coming.
Ghost children possessing giant robots? Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
Tell me how to stop them.
You don't.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and is ready to conquer the week that is. And as I'm recording this, we are a day away from Halloween. Halloween is tomorrow. I hope everybody got their costumes ready, their candy, and just however you prepare for the holiday, man. If you're celebrating it, cool. You're never too old to celebrate Halloween, man. I love, it's always fun going to Halloween parties as an adult, dressing up as your favorite character or whatever you choose to dress up as, and just having fun, man. That's what this holiday is all about. But so for today's episode, I should say, we are going to talk a little bit about Halloween and in the form of Five Nights at Freddy's. So I got a chance to see the movie a little bit early via an advanced screening last Wednesday night. I know it dropped on Peacock this past Friday, but I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. So let's talk about the positives of Five Nights at Freddy's, man. For a PG-13 film, there were some pretty kick-ass kills in there. Not gonna lie, man. And it was like with Blumhouse. I'm a huge fan of that company, Blumhouse, known for Halloween and the latest Halloween trilogy, I should say, and Megan and Candyman. I cannot put over Blumhouse Productions enough. But yeah, there were some pretty kick-ass kills in there. I enjoyed the backstory of the guard, Michael, in Five Nights at Freddy's. He is, he's basically a guy down on his luck, who had some security job at the mall, but blew that up, and then gets offered a job at Freddy Fazbear's, an abandoned pizzeria where a few kids went missing in the 1980s, and the reason why they went missing, I should say, hasn't been solved up until this day. That is until Mike steps into the picture and just figures, gets to the bottom of why they're missing. I don't want to go too much into spoilers, but and that's also what is a pro of the movie is also a con, and I don't know if that makes sense. But one of the cons of the movie is they gave too much of a backstory as to why the kids went missing and stuff like that. I feel like it wasn't like the backstory that they gave wasn't really relevant. It was more filler for me than it was backstory. But nevertheless, I understand why they did it, because the premise of the game, the premise of the game doesn't have the premise of the game doesn't really have a backstory. Basically, you're a security guard just trying to survive Five Nights at Freddy trying to survive at the pizzeria that you're working at, and it's and a lot of crazy stuff happens. With that being said, though, there is potential for a sequel, and I would love to see where they go, because they do have a lot of material to work with. There are 9 games in this franchise. None of them are the same. So definitely, they could explore some of the other stuff that happens in the game source material. But like I said, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. Just kind of in the middle for me. Peacock. I watched it again earlier today when I started recording this, and like I said, man, it's an okay film. If you like horror, you'll like this. It does get kind of cheesy at times, but that's okay. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me of being a kid at Chuck E. Cheese in the 90s, man. Because if you've been to Chuck E. Cheese, you do know of those animatronic characters, except they didn't go on a murderous killing spree. But definitely check out Five Nights at Freddy's. If you're a fan of the game, you may like this, you may not. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of the franchise. Definitely check it out. It's in theaters and on Peacock now. Check it out any way you can. But that is gonna do it for. Matter of fact, no. Before we get out of here, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention all the cool collectibles they gave it at the premiere. Man, I got a pin. I get a pizza box with the Freddy Phase Bars logo on it. To win the pizza box, I actually had to play a game Cornhole to win the pizza box. So that was pretty cool. And before the film started, they had it was a really scary atmosphere, because they had you heard screaming and everything like that, along with the Five Nights at Freddy's logo and all that, and the screen would get kind of glitchy to simulate busted up security camera. So that was pretty cool. That was a really nice touch that Universal added for this particular screening. Okay, yeah. But anyway, now we're going to get out of here, and that's going to do it for this episode of the Classic Chronicles. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. Everyone have a happy and safe Halloween, whatever you're doing, however you're celebrating, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.